Jan.
And I'm Tracey, and we are on the MSC World America, MSC's newest ship in the fleet.
And we are so incredibly happy to be able to show you this absolutely beautiful ship. Now, if you've seen any of our ship tours before, what you know that what we're going to do is we're going to start all the way at the top. We're going to work all the way down to the bottom decks. Now, below Tracey and I, what you're going to do is you're going to see a deck plan, and then there's going to be a little red dot that will tell you where we are. Let's go see the MSC World America. All right, so we're going to start our tour all the way in the aft on deck number 21, and the first thing we come to is the family Lego zone. This is a place where you can bring your littles up and play Legos, I guess.
Immediately downstairs from deck 21, we are now on deck 20, and this is your full-size indoor climate-controlled basketball court that also doubles as a bumper car area.
All right, so we just came out of the basketball court into the sportsplex area. A lot of things that you can do back here. To include what's behind me is the cliffhanger. This is one of those new attractions you have on MSC. It literally will take you and let you swing over the sea below.
And right above me, we have the ropes course. This looked like a lot of fun. We saw a lot of people doing it last night, and that is complimentary.
All right, so on the sportsplex, you have a series of both the dry slides where you don't get wet, and of course, well, there's water slides where, well, you will. And probably the biggest of the slides is the jaw drop. This actually drops from deck number 20 all the way down below. We'll show you where it comes out in a few moments.
On the other side of the sportsplex, you have the kids' water park area, which includes its own little mini water slide.
And we almost forgot to show you the water slides for the adults.
Keep your butt up!
You just say keep your butt up? Alright, that was much better.
All right, so if you get hungry or thirsty while you're playing around and having a great time at the sportsplex, you can come here to the harbor to be able to get something to eat. All right, so if you want to get a drink inside, come into the box bar. The box bar is kind of a play on words, and the fact of the matter is MSC stands for the Mediterranean Shipping Company, the largest cargo ship company in the world, and it looks like a cargo ship.
Overlooking the pool on deck 20, we have the gym. Now, as big as a ship this is not a very big gym, but it does have a comprehensive set of elliptical, cardio machines, weights, and free weights. Right below the gym, we have the Do Re Mi Club. This is MSC's kids club that has a variety of activities for kids as young as 6 months all the way up to teenagers.
Now, right by the Do Re Mi and all the kids clubs, what you have is the arcade. Oh, it's lots of different games in there. There's going to be another larger arcade that we'll show you in a few moments as we go down on the lower decks, as well as down off to the left, your right, you actually have your F1 Formula simulators.
Right behind me, we have one of the buffets that is available on the MSC World America, and this is a La Brasserie. So in the morning and the afternoon, breakfast and lunch, it's open to the public, but at dinner time, it turns into a private dining venue for the MSC Yacht Club members.
All right, so we moved down to the after deck number 18 to the second of the buffets. This is the El Mercato Buffet. It goes all the way to the back, looks absolutely beautiful.
We're back here on the aft of deck 18. We've just passed through the smoking area, and behind me is the adults only Zen area. It has two really nice pools on the back of the ship, and it also has a nice bar.
So we've just came out of the buffet and we come to the Mar Azul pool. This is a wonderful pool area, very large. The pool itself is almost kind of a double pool, which is very, very nice. As you just come out of the buffet, you have the La Perla, which is a bar, as well as the La Boca grill. Both are complimentary, with the exception of the drinks, of course, but they're very nice. You also have another bar, which is the Mar Azul bar, who's off to the right side here. What is also nice is there's lots of loungers, but they seem like they actually enforce having people leave their stuff and just walk off with it. They do have a 30-minute vacancy rule here, which is nice.
So we're back up on 19, and we have two hot tubs on both sides overlooking the main pool. It's a really nice venue, lots of seating up here. Not only do you have two really big hot tubs on the side of deck 19, halfway between 19 and 18, you have two hot tubs nestled into this stadium seating overlooking the pool.
All right, so we've continued to move forward on deck number 19. We come to the Botanical Garden. This is a two-story area, all covered, just a nice area. Up here you have some seating, you have some ping pong, foosball, okay, complimentary of course, and of course you have a bar here that overlooks the rest of the Botanical Garden. All right, so before we go down to deck number 18 to see the rest of the Botanical Garden, first what we're going to do is we're going to go up to deck number 20. All right, so the reason why we wanted to bring you up to the 20th deck here forward is to be able to show you the top 20 exclusive solarium. As the term implies, this is exclusive to those individuals who are in that Aria Experience and Yacht Club members. It is your own key-controlled area to kind of relax on those sea days or even a port day. You have a really good size bar here. You have lots of seating on either side to be able to be in the sun or even in the shade. Additionally, you have two really large hot tubs, which are really great. Just a wonderful place to be able to get away from the rest of the ship and then just kind of relax. All right, so we're going to go right back down to deck number 19. All right, so that was the top 20. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to deck number 18 to show you the rest of the botanical garden pool.
Now we're back on deck 18, and this is the Botanic Garden main pool area. This is a covered pool with a retractable roof. So in inclement weather, they can close it. When the weather's nice, they can open it up and you get some sun. It's got a really big pool. It's got two really interesting jungly covered jacuzzis, and then on both sides of the area, it has two really large jacuzzis as well. So 4 jacuzzis and 1 big pool. This is a great place to relax.
So that's everything on deck number 18. Now everything from deck 9 all the way up to 16, there isn't a 17 on the ship, there's not a 13 either, is all room. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to deck number 8 in the aft.
All right, so now we are on deck number 8, all the way to the aft, looking over the wake of the ship. This is the World Promenade. It's very similar if you've ever been to a Royal Caribbean ship. Some of the newer ones, very similar to their design at the back of the ship. Lots of things going on. First of all, you do have yoga in the morning, which is very nice, seeing the ocean behind you. Also on either side, you have a series of different restaurants and bars and different places to be able to go shop.
If you have a sweet tooth, not only can you go inside of the chocolatier, but you also can come to Sweet Temptations where they have candy. This is all for extra fee.
All right, so we actually have moved inside. We've moved away from what they call the lanai, which is the aft of the ship there. They have yoga going on, so we didn't want to disturb them. Now, the lanai on the right side or the port side of the ship, you have a smoking area, and you have a non-smoking area on the left. Both of those places are a very comfortable place, especially in the evening, to be able to relax. We've actually come into the All Stars Sports Bar. This is, what's a sports bar? Lots of different TVs around here. You do have lots of beers on tap. You do not have one of the 3 oceanic crafted beers that are actually brewed on the ship. You can't get here, but a lot of other beers which you have on tap. You do have food here, however, the food is for fee.
Earlier in the video, Jan told you about the jaw drop that was way up on deck 20. That is a dry slide that goes all the way to the bottom here on deck 8 on the Promenade. And right behind me, although they are doing a little bit of maintenance, is the Promenade Bites. This is some free stuff that you can get. They have hot dogs, they have hamburgers, they have pork sliders, and they also have cotton candy and popcorn. And all of this is for free. It's only open at certain times during the day.
All right, so just like any cruise ship, there's lots of different opportunities for you to be able to be partnered with your money. So either you can go here to the Omega to get a watch, or you can go to the World of Jewels and we'll get a lot of different baubles.
And if you're having a hankering for Greek food, come on over to Paxos. This is a specialty dining option that you can buy once you are on board or in advance. And it's right here on the Promenade here. It's 2 levels with a nice terrace overlooking the Promenade as well.
As we continue to move forward on deck number 8, on the port side here, we have the Coffee Emporium. This is where you can come to get all your different specialty coffees, all for a fee, of course. All right, so now we started to move forward on deck number 8. We've moved out of the World Promenade through the elevator banks, and now we are at the World Galleria. You'll know you're in the World Galleria because look at the ceiling. They have this full-length LED ceiling that is really cool and changes throughout the day.
And you'll know that you're in the World Galleria because like right behind me, we have the Effie store, which is on any kind of cruise ship out there. That's where your jewelry is, and they have some nice shopping down the way along with some good food.
And a ship this size doesn't have one excursions place, it actually has two places where you can check on your excursions. This is the one here on deck number 8.
And if you like a good craft cocktail, come to the Elixir Lounge. They have all kinds of great mixologists ready to make the drink of your choice. We've come to our first specialty restaurant here on the MSC World America. This is Italy. If you've been to some place like Chicago, you'll know that Italy is a very popular place for Italian food, and this is a new partnership with MSC and Italy. This is a specialty restaurant, and it serves great Italian food.
Welcome to Fizz. This is the champagne bar on the ship.
And if you need to get your funny bone tickled, come here to the Loft. This is your live comedy venue. One thing that we will recommend is the very first thing you do on the ship is you get on your MSC app and make reservations because the seats go fast. On our cruise, all of the seats were sold for every show within 3 hours.
All right, so it actually took us a few days to figure out how you'd be able to get from the aft to the forward of the ship on deck number 8. And actually there's this little walkway which we're going to take you that cuts back behind the gin project. We'll show you.
And this is a really neat venue that we found on the ship. This is called the Gin Project. It has all different kinds of gin cocktails and different kind of gin brands to try out.
All right, so this is Ladunes. Now, MSC has what they call experiences. In addition to the Yacht Club, you have Bella, you have Fantastica, and you have Aria. Ladunes is the Aria dining room. Now, what is nice about Aria, that class, is you have anytime dining. So anytime you want to come eat dinner here, this is where you go. Another thing that's really nice about Ladunes is they have this kind of a terrace area that actually overlooks the Galleria. Plus you have an area inside that actually overlooks the sea.
As we move forward on deck 8, we are now at the Zest Juice Bar. This is a pay-for juice bar, and it has all kinds of neat drinks that you can order. And now we come to my favorite place on any ship. This is the MSC Aurea Spa. It is fantastic. There is thermal areas in there. They have saunas, they have steam, they have a thoracic area. They have the hot stone loungers. This is a really nice place to relax after a good workout.
So we moved down to the forward at deck number 7. We have the World Theater here. This is your traditional theater that you have different shows here. There's actually another place we're going to show you where at the aft of the ship they have even more entertainment. All right, so if you need a watch to be able to know what time it is so you can get back to the ship in time, you have Time Valet. This is where you get your Cartier, your Tag, a lot of different luxury watches here, all for you to come and, well, spend your money. All right, so this is a place that I probably will be going in the next couple of days because we've actually been traveling for a bit. This is the barbershop. This is where men can come get their hair cut. All All right, so right above us, Tracey already showed you on level 8 where you have the gin project, where you have all the gin cocktails. Actually, this lower portion of this here, what you have is Masters of Sea. This is your beer distillery. Not just a beer hall, although you have lots of different beers that are on tap, but they actually brew their own beer. This is the only place you can get those. They have 3 different beers. One is an IPA, one is a pale ale, and the other is an American Pils.
And if you're craving Mexican food, here is one of your next specialty restaurants. This is Ola Taco and Cantina. They have great tableside guacamole here. You ought to give it a try.
So right across from the Galleria from the Ola Taco, you have Butcher's Cut. This is your steakhouse, really good. We have reservations for it tomorrow. Cannot wait.
Right next to the Butcher's Cut, we have the Kato Sushi and Teppanyaki Bar. This is another one of your specialty restaurants that you should make advanced reservations for. The Teppanyaki Bar was packed, but the sushi bar is open sometimes at sea during lunch. So we might try it out during lunch one day.
All right, so as we continue to move after deck number 7, we come to the MSC shop. If you want any type of MSC merchandise, anything from a shirt to a hat to a large-scale replica of the World America, you can come here. Additionally, this is the photo hub. This is your digital hub where you can be able to look at all your different photos.
You will always be there. Always alone.
All right, so right behind me is an area that I really think is really cool, which is the MSC Foundation. What is great is that MSC is not only the 3rd largest cruise line in the world, it is the largest container ship in the world. So it has really made its way in business through the sea. And what this is actually a way they give back. This is a place here that you can come and donate. You can be able to find out how you help out. This is a foundation that is there to be able to sustain the oceans and everything that lives within.
And now we've made it here to the back of Deck 7, and we've made it to MSC's Casino. So Jan and I are not very big gamblers, but we do appreciate that this is primarily a non-smoking casino, and it does have an enclosed area for the smokers.
All right, so we've now moved all the way to the back of deck number 7. We come to the Panorama Lounge. This is the second of your theaters. It is absolutely breathtaking, as not only are you able to see shows, but you have this huge bank of windows watching the wake of the sea behind you. By the way, we're going to be here tonight for a show. However, you're going to want to be able to make your reservations as soon as you come on, because the shows here, they sail out fast. Now, the only issue with the Panorama Lounge is, in order to get to elevators, you have to go back through the casino. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on and snap all the way down to deck number 6 in the aft.
We are now in 6 aft, and this is where 3 of your 5 main dining rooms are at outside of the MSC Yacht Club. So we have the Esagano, we have the Hexagon, and we have the Bubbles restaurant. The Esagano and the Hexagon are fixed time dining, so early first seating or second seating. And then you have Bubbles here, and Bubbles is a half-half. So half of it is anytime dining, and half of it is fixed time dining.
So we've already shown you the small excursions desk that is up on deck 8. We have the main excursions area, plus you have guest services back behind here down on deck number 6.
And we have the Dolce Vita cocktail bar, but you can also get specialty coffees here, and they have live music in the evening. Here on deck 6, you have a lot more shopping opportunities. You have a boutique on one side, then you have another high-end shopping area that has Swarovski. It has high-end perfumes and duty-free. It's a really great value.
All right, so if you love chocolate, and let's be honest, who doesn't? You have the Jean-Philippe Chocolat and Cafe. Here you have chocolate that is made right here on the ship. It's absolutely delicious, absolutely beautiful, and absolutely for a price. Not only can you get chocolates, but you get macarons, as well as you can be able to get different shakes and other things. If it has chocolate in it, you can probably find it here.
You will always be the
Here's another one of our favorite places on this ship. This is a future cruise desk. We find ourselves coming here quite often. This is where you can book your next cruise, and they do have promotions going when you're at sea.
you will always be the
So right across from Future Sales, what you have is pizza and burger. This is where you can get pizzas, you can get burgers, as you might imply, but also hot wings and French fries and all sorts of really good food. But what is great about it, one is complimentary, okay, no cost whatsoever. And the second is, this is your place. If you get those munchies in the evening, this is the place they come, with the exception of the day you get into port. Actually, it's open till 2 o'clock in the morning. Not bad at all. Right across from Pizza and Burger, as we continue to move forward on deck number 6, you have Luna Park. There's two things here. First of all, you have a pretty nice arcade here, 4 feet of course. And then back behind what you have is Luna Park itself, which is a 2-story area. They have stands that actually expand out and a huge screen that you can use these for lots of different entertainment, and it's kind of like a nightclub as well. All right, so we've come all the way forward on deck number 6 to this telephone booth. Now, this telephone booth is very, very special. And if you know, you know. If you don't, watch our review, we'll fill you in. All right, so we have one more main dining room to show you, but we're gonna go down to deck number 5.
Here on deck 5, we found was a little bit hard to find is the 5th of your 5 main dining rooms. This is a fixed time, early or late dining, and is your La Folia restaurant.
All right, so that is the MSC World America. It's a beautiful ship. Now, there is one thing we have not shown you, and that is the Yacht Club. So we're going to watch this video to see the Yacht Club on MSC World America. And as always, keep on traveling.
Where do